切换速度非常快。一看美网合力比心，抓紧来一个单人比心。合力比心又来了，左手比心，右手比耶。此时此刻，我们阳山攀岩中心已经变成了一片欢乐的海洋。大家现在确实需要欢乐一下、放松一下，因为一会儿我们的决赛也是我们最后一个竞赛单元的比赛，将会非常的精彩，非常的激烈。所以说呢，现在我们还是先放松放松，镜头继续扫动起来。哇，有母子观赛，也有朋友组团来观赛，3组合力比心，非常的棒。此前提到了我们的攀岩项目是单人竞技，但不过在观众席上，我们的观众默契感还是非常的足的。这位拿望镜望远镜的朋友，镜头扫到了，来，我们比个心，打个招呼。大家可以掏出手机，在左右两侧的屏幕已经给出了现场各位的方向，大家可以记录这美好的一刻。
Hello and welcome to the 2026 World Climbing Series. We are in Keqiao in China, and what a place to have a climbing competition. This incredible stadium surrounded by both nature and the city, lit up under the night sky. And we are about to get underway for the top 8 athletes in the world to compete for medals. My name is Matt Groom, and I am joined once again by Keqiao Sanders in the commentary box. Keqiao, good evening and welcome. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm super excited about these boulders. They look like they're going to be a really fun round.
It is, isn't it? There's some technicality along the way, some really physical fights ahead of us.
A lot of complexity too.
Yes, exactly. There are some moves we were described to us by Remy the route setter that I genuinely don't understand, so this is why you are here. Now this is the calendar for 2026, May, June, July, September and beyond, and it's going to be exciting starting off in China. We move over to Bern for the next Boulder World Cup, and then a little bit of a break in August. September's going to be busy as we come back to China and then finishes off, and along the way we also have Paraclimbing World Cups as well, so it's a packed, interesting season and we can't wait to get cracking. Now, in a couple of minutes, we're going to be bringing in the World Climbing President, Marco Scolaris, to talk about the season. But right now, we're going to be looking at some of the boulders and some of the athletes who will be out on stage. And Keqiao next to me is part of Team USA. So you could be, well, there are no USA athletes in this final, but I'm sure you can give us some secrets along the way. Now, we're watching the highlights from semi-finals, Keqiao. A bit of a brutal round again. Very, very powerful boulders out there.
Yeah, for sure. It seems to be a theme from this week. It's just really, really hard boulders. A big diversity of styles. But yeah, really cool separation, I feel like, in the men's round. And a really good mix of athletes going into finals. Very excited to see them.
Now, there were 4 Chinese athletes in the semi-finals. The second time that's happened in a Boulder World Cup since Chongqing in 2013.
Oh,
so
wow.
Fantastic for the Chinese crowd here to watch their heroes, and we can see some of them here launching across the boulders.
The fans here are so loud when the Chinese athletes are on the wall. It's really cool to see.
I know, they step onto the mats and the entire place absolutely erupts, which is incredible. Now, Mejdi Shauk was on a little bit of a league of his own. He's in the 99s tonight. He surprised even me. What a performance from him.
Yeah, he's I feel like the last few years he's just been going up really fast. All of the boys, the level has been skyrocketing for sure.
Yeah, it really has. It might be a battle between Mejdi and Serato. Serato also up in the 99s, but it's good to see Hannes van Dyssen back in the mix in a finals. Although he did have, I don't know if you saw it, a pretty vicious knee strike on one of the boulders.
I did. It looked brutal, and the fact that he then had to do slab was also kind of awful. But yeah, really good resilience, for sure. I
was impressed. I was saying he's kind of superhuman. It was a real tough performance from him as he battled through. You could see the scrape down his leg, so he had to dig deep on that one. And then Team Japan getting 2 athletes into tonight's finals. We have Serato Anraku and, of course, Tomoe Narasaki. But this man here, Mr. Serato, I mean, to get 99s at the moment with the level we're operating at, that was an incredible performance.
Yeah, I feel like especially on these sets of boulders, it's definitely difficult to get that close to the store. This
was the slab, your favorite style of climbing. What did you think of that slab?
I was actually talking to my teammate about how much I wanted to try it. It reminded me a lot of, this isn't really a spoiler, but the women's finals route last night, which I thought was really interesting. And there seems to be kind of a theme of them trying to mirror some of the climbs, which I think is a really cool idea.
I agree with you. This man, one of my personal favourites, Mr. Zhongwon Chon, not selected last year. He is out for revenge this year. And he told me he's found a more relaxed sort of mind frame at the moment, which is interesting. He's more calm.
Yeah, I want to talk to him about that. That sounds super interesting.
Well, we'll see if it pays off. He was the last athlete to qualify for tonight's final, and we are about to see the athletes, and there's a hint of the boulders in the background. Very complex, as we were talking about. And Nakaya starting down on the far right of his screen with the red boulder and a face-out move to begin with.
Yeah, seems super interesting. Definitely quite a risk-intensive boulder, which I think will be cool, like especially starting the round that way. Like fast-paced, turning, facing towards the crowd, which I think is always cool, especially at the start of the round. Gets your heart going a little bit. Yeah, I think it's going to be a really fun one.
And this is the crowd, and everyone has been talking about the fans here because they are almost obsessional in the way they interact.
Okay, I don't want to say crazy, but it's so cool how passionate they're about. Like I've seen so many little like keychains and signs and like really things that they put a lot of hard work into. It's super cool.
A lot of presents. All right, it's time to introduce our athletes. We can see Zhongwon Chon looking chill in the isolation area, preparing himself. Hannes van Dyson chewing gum, looking calm too. And
yeah, we have the whole range of vibes here.
Bai is very quiet, just focused on himself. His first finals. Well, there is Zhongwon Chon, the South Korean superstar, comes out onto the mats, and it's so good to have him back.
I think it's so cool that he's in a final again. I was looking at his results over the years, and he's been doing it for so long. And just to be able to maintain that level and keep pushing is really, really impressive.
The local hero, Shunpu Bai, comes out onto the stage. He looks a little nervous right now, as would be expected for your first finals.
Yeah, he's coming into a really stacked field. I think there's always pressure probably in front of a home crowd, too.
100%. And then Hannes van Dyson sporting a new moustache, which I rather like. This man is a slab king, very powerful as well.
He does look a little bit like he's in disguise. I think it's just because the first time I've seen him look like that.
I'm glad you said that. UFI Pan, this man won gold in Bern last year, and what an emotional moment that was. He inspired literally the nation. Gyms were allowing people to climb for free because of what he did, which is incredible.
That is perks for the gyms. That's really cool.
Yeah, exactly. Do-hyun Lee, another South Korean superstar, and Zhongwon's prodigy in the middle. And then after that, Tomoe Narasaki comes on from Japan. This man is more of a veteran. He's been around the circuit for a long, long time, and it's good to have him back in action. And then the final two, Mejdi Shauk in the 99s, and after that, Serato Anraku. Right, I want to introduce to you guys at home a very special person right now. The world's climbing, I nearly said IFSC then, Marco Scolaris.
Yeah, you said that. But now you learned the lesson. You did it right.
Just about. Talk to me about this rebrand.
But first of all, I'm not very special. The very special guys are now on stage, you know.
Yeah.
And I think I really came here because it's the beginning of a fantastic season, and we couldn't have a better start. We have 1,000 people here in the stadium because they cannot have more seats. Mm-hmm. And last year we started in Curitiba, and we were talking about the torcida. Yes. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know the Chinese word for torcida. Yes. It was unbelievable. And then all the fans following the heroes, and even in the hotel there was the bodyguard, the guards really stopping them because they were too excited.
It is amazing. And look, world climbing now, no longer IFSC. And let me just reintroduce this to those who aren't watching. This is the Keqiao Boulder finals for the men. So world climbing, well, talk to me about the decision.
Well, they had to convince me because getting older, you know, you don't want to change, you become conservative, but finally they did it, and yeah, it was a good idea. A good idea. You see also the logo. It's world climbing. There is a need of realizing it is one world and we live all together. And we must live together. So the logo shows the holes that we offer to the world to climb together. And here, the many meetings we had together, everybody will say, let's climb higher, stronger, faster, together. Together is the key words today in a world that actually looks more and more divided.
I would agree with you indeed. And this year we have so many exciting things, including new formats coming up, especially with speed.
Yes, speed, you know, has been our key to enter the Olympic Games, to convince people that climbing is a great sport, and now they appreciate also the other discipline. In the Olympics in LA, we will have the 3+3 medals, you know. And yeah, we try to explore something that already we have done already in the past, because we even gave a title in the speed relay. And then the four lane, something very exciting, and it was supposed to be in LA, but with this quotas of 14, it would have ended in 5 minutes. So we finally decided to have the 2-lane event, much better.
So for people who haven't seen this before, instead of 2 speed climbers, 2 walls, we have 4 at one time. And obviously, double the amount of climbers means double the amount of excitement, I'm presuming, here.
Well, it's really spectacular because I mean, you have 4 people running so fast that you say, well, how can it happen? 2 is already something, but 4 is wow. It's so impressive. And then the relay is multiplied by 3, you know, so it's great.
I can't wait to watch that. And the first time that's going to happen is in Keqiao in Poland.
Yep.
So in the middle of the city centre, 4 walls. It's just going to be an amazing spectacle.
Yeah, absolutely. City centre, this square is beautiful, and of course they have the Olympic champion coming from the hosting countries. So it will be amazing for sure.
Now, the final thing I wanted to talk to you about is para climbing. Talk to us about that journey that you've done there.
Yeah, no, thank you for going into that, because yeah, we have the richest season in paraclimbing also this year, and I repeat what I'm always saying: getting into the Paralympic Games was as hard as getting into the Olympic Games, maybe even harder. And we will celebrate our Paralympic paraclimbers to prepare the qualification, no? Because the next year is qualification for Olympics and Paralympics. And the good news is that we see many more new countries coming. So yeah, it's not only the interest, it's also the national federations are investing, and the National Paralympic Committee are seeing climbing as an opportunity to promote the sport.
So exciting, and we're heading straight over to Salt Lake City after that to do the first World Cup. Look, Marco Scolaris, thank you for the chat. Thank you for the rebrand. Love the new logo, and we will see you throughout the season.
Okay, that's
thank
good.
you very
that's
much
good.
indeed.
Okay, thank you.
See you later,
Matt,
thank
and
you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Right, everyone, we are going to crack on with the climbing then. We're bringing Keqiao back into the commentary box. Keqiao, now this boulder, I can't wait to see this one. We've got some kind of a spin at the beginning. We've got a tricky no-texture finish. A little bit of everything here.
Yeah, definitely starting with some excitement for sure. I think it's going to be a really fun one to see the athletes puzzle out. Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool.
It is indeed. Right, Seongwon Chon comes onto the mats. We said he's found this inner peace, this calm. I can sense it. I don't know if just because he told me about this, but he just does seem a little bit more composed than I've seen him in the past.
Yeah, I think that's probably a really interesting thing for him to experiment with and see change over the years, because he's just been in the game for so long. And I think it'll... Yeah, I feel like calm never hurts, for sure.
Exactly that. Well, he's immediately spotted this face-out method here.
Yeah, super kind of grovelly position. Like, seems very uncomfortable. I think this is an interesting way to start the round, and like just really physical, discomfortable. uncomfortable.
Yeah, I tried to sort of air climb my way into that position, and it's the 3 lines on the right-hand side that make it particularly awkward.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think I was kind of playing around with the position, and it's not as deep as you think it would be. Like, your back is kind of getting pushed out of the wall. Yeah, it's kind of funky, and I think the choice of doing 3 points on the one side is really interesting.
Yeah, the setters have a plan, and Zhong Wanchon at the moment is struggling with his starting position. That looks a little better.
Yeah, it was a little higher that time. Oh.
Now, palming into no texture like that, that is what can happen, that you slip off it.
For sure. You have to be really specific about the body position you're in, because you need all of your force to go directly into the wall or into the hold, instead of, like, you can't have any sliding at all.
So he has to rethink this one here. Have a little look, blowing on those holds.
This is an interesting way to start a round too, if you're like struggling on just literally kind of the start position, which it seems like that's one of the cruxes, but he doesn't necessarily know that. It'd be really frustrating.
Yes, he just wants to get Colby's out to lever his own leg into position. The crowd loved that. And he looks a bit better. No. Now, the idea of this is once you've got that and got stood up, you've then kind of got to reach behind you, find a crimp, and then spin into the zone. Yeah,
it's like, it's actually like you're not moving that far, but it's really coordinated and it's really fast.
Yeah, it's one of those moves that we sort of saw debuted a couple of years ago, and I guess you athletes have been working on stuff like that in training.
Yeah, this is like one of those moves you definitely see people training on Instagram.
Yeah.
And you can see them like, okay, we got to figure this out, and like, it's like the French training center will have it, and then everyone's like, oh, okay, this is what you have to work on.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it on either you or your sister's Instagram at some point. It's like, every time I see it, I'm like, nope, don't want to do that. Now, he is looking to try to break this, and this is interesting. You could see the thought process there. He was like, wait a minute, there's holds behind me.
Yeah. Oh.
Why not, Zhong Wanchon? Wow.
I don't know how his arm just stayed in the socket. That was crazy.
That was an incredible bit of beta break. And I loved watching him figure that one out. Right, second half of the boulder then.
Oh, that's brutal, because you have to go through that crazy beta again.
Exactly. I almost don't want him to do that.
Yeah, it's really intense on the shoulder.
But he's happy with it. I mean, he's found a way through here for him, and he's got points on. So 9.7, that is a possible 10 points for his own, minus 0.1 for every failed attempt to that scoring zone.
I almost wonder if that beta would be possible facing forward, because then it's like you don't have to spin into it.
That's a good point, yeah. Well, it's facing into the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's see if he does it.
He's going for the shoulder breaker again.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look as painful as I think. Oh, that looks worse.
It's kind of interesting, because when you're in a comp, your sense of pain and risk is so different that I wouldn't be surprised if he feels that tomorrow. Oh, whoa.
Oh. Wow, shoulders of steel. 10 seconds, though. You have to be super quick with this one.
Oh, that's so close.
Wow, well, what a sweaty start to this competition that was. An amazing beginning for Zhong Wanchon, but only 9.7. And I wonder if anyone else is going to do it like that.
Yeah, I think that's what's so exciting about climbing, though, is that you can come up with a solution that I bet the setters did not think of that. And it's probably only would work for him, too. It's like a very, unique way of doing about it.
Well, we're going to find out if anyone else has spotted this. This was the grimace to lever the leg into position. He didn't like the palm. He did like this, but look at that swing.
It's like an iron cross there for a second. It's crazy.
Good control with that as well. And then this, he was pretty close.
Yeah, he looks like he's like almost going out too much.
Right, Shun Bu Bai runs onto the stage, and listen to that crowd reaction. Now, Keqiao, look, you did your first finals last year. What were your feelings when you were running out for the first time?
Oh, I was losing my mind, excited. It was like, I think I remember being on the first climb, and like the music was playing, and I was just vibing. It was pretty fun.
Amazing. That's the most American thing I've ever heard in a commentary box. I love it. He's only had one previous World Cup, and that was here last year, where he was 31st. So what an improvement for him.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting too. He has his shoulder taped, so that's going to be a factor.
Yeah, good spot that.
I do think like a good 30% of the athletes have their shoulders taped too.
It seems to be this year, yes.
Yeah. I think the changing styles is really demanding on your body for sure.
Well, he makes the press work. So that is the intended beater. Now, back behind you and then spin into the zone is the idea.
Oh, that looks super nice.
Very cool from him. Ooh, and a big fall down onto the edge of the wall. And
he lost the glasses.
Yes.
No.
He had to grab them. I think he was grabbing his hand, but he was grabbing the glasses.
Yeah. I wonder with the start if there's a height difference. Because he looked much more comfortable in that position.
Yeah, it's true. Zhang Wen's kind of, I don't know, he's about maybe 175, I think, in terms of heights. I can try to find that, actually. We don't always have those exact details. But yeah, so maybe, perhaps. We don't have Bai's height, so I can't really compare the two for you.
Yep.
All right, 2 minutes 28 on the clock and 9.9, so he's going to jump up into the provisional lead here. Now that red hold on the far right of your screen, it's a pretty good jug, that, and it's got friction.
Yeah, yeah. I think that there's a few different versions of that hold, but that one I think is the one that's pretty in-cut. And so if you can get, obviously it's an undercling, so you can't dangle on it, but if you can get to it, you can pull yourself into the wall pretty well, which I think will definitely be a factor, because both him and Sean seem to be going out from the wall when they're reaching the last hold.
So he's got the right idea here, and he's only one sequence away from a top, and the crowd, I mean, the atmosphere in the stadium right now is electric.
It's definitely a really good crowd. Watching finals last night, I was having so much fun. It was so loud.
That's the spin.
He's really got that dialed.
Yeah, it's a real flick spin, isn't it?
That is crazy. That hold is not that in cut.
Not at all. He grabs that shoulder. Maybe it's more bicep, you know. He was kind of massaging it then. Yeah, I want to hook those glasses onto his head. It's really tricky having. I mean, on a move this dynamic, he keeps losing them. Yeah,
it's interesting because I know a lot of climbers who wear glasses and they wear contacts because they lose their glasses.
Yeah, Yannick Floe always wore his glasses, apart from very occasionally when he took them off. And you knew when he took them off.
Serious.
It was like business time, well, Bai has time here. And you can see some of our influencers in the background. They're from Bilibili, which is kind of like YouTube for China. And they stream our World Climbing series. And there's a lot of influencers here taking a lot of pictures.
I didn't actually know those were influencers. That's cool.
Lady in the background, for example. Right, hits the sloper. Makes a little adjustment. Love that flick.
It's really smooth.
Last chance, perhaps, at this.
Oh, that is crazy finger strength.
He stopped. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
This is going to be a top.
Wow, that is really good beta break.
I tell you what, any nerves he has, I reckon, have been settled with that one.
No, yeah. I think getting a top on the first climb really grounds you in a round. Gives you that, like, bit of momentum that's really helpful.
Yeah, for the athletes who are waiting backstage, they will be able to hear that reaction, and I wonder what they're thinking about that.
Yeah, especially on, like, kind of a wild card finalist. That's got to be getting everyone thinking, like, is this someone who's just, like, breaking out and is just so good, or is it, okay, is this climb doable? It, really opens up a lot of options.
Yeah, exactly that. Well, this is how he did it, and what an incredible shot from him. Great work from Shunput Bai. Right, Hannes van Dyssen ready to compete. So, onto the mats. Now, I'm looking at his knee. That was the scrape. It actually looks much better than it did during the semi-finals.
Yeah. He really looked like he just took direct impact. And he looked like he was in a lot of pain when he landed.
It did, didn't it? I mean, he limped off when it happened, and then, as you said, he had to keep landing on it on that slab.
Yeah, which, like, climbers really get used to taking impact on their shins, so, like, it must have really hurt.
Yeah, it was not comfortable, but it was a gutsy performance to keep going. He's hit the press first time.
I think that's kind of the interesting thing about finals, too, is that the adrenaline has time to wear off. And all of a sudden you start feeling your body and you're like, ooh, I'm a little sore, I'm a little tired, and then you have to warm up again.
Yes, well, he's got one last performance, 4 boulders ahead, and then he can chill for a bit. Launches, goes. Super interesting. Bai stopped on that.
Yeah. I like the hold definitely did not look one-armable to me, to be honest. But he made it work. That's crazy.
Yeah, he did, and perhaps even changed his idea mid-jump as well. I don't know if he planned that one.
Yeah, he did look like he was maybe going for, like, a compression or something. which there is a little bit of chalk there when we were previewing, but I think it was actually setters trying to figure out if you could break it. I think they were like, yeah, no. So that was pretty wild.
Yeah, they don't always give you hints, do they? They sometimes do the opposite.
Yeah, for sure. I've had that happen where I'm like, but I was looking at the chalk.
All right, well, he's into the starting position again. He tried to do the lever leg method up and then changed his mind.
Yeah, really smooth through this first section.
All right, here's the flick. Good work. And then this is the wild jump. Palm press on that no-tech surface. Slide around, hope it sticks.
It almost looks like he's getting his body stuck behind the palm.
Yeah, you were talking about that, sort of getting stuck in that position.
Yeah, because it's such a 3D hold that you kind of have to like go around the hold. But if you go around the hold too much, you're kind of launching into the crowd. And so it's hard to grab the last hold. So it's a really fine balance.
Yes, it is indeed. Right. Hannes has got a minute 56 on the clock. Now, he's had an interesting off-season as Hannes. He had surgery on his elbow, couldn't climb at all. So
I
this
did
is
hear about that.
Yeah, so to come back is it's a heck of an achievement from him.
Yeah, it's such an interesting thing to come back from injury because you're physically it takes a really long time, but and especially with pain and stuff, it becomes a really mental thing. And then especially going into a comp where maybe you haven't been comparing yourself to people super often, it's quite challenging.
Just shows that you can take 3 months off and make a World Series final.
Yeah.
So yeah,
maybe he can.
no, everyone is fine. So Hannes has a minute 15. He's got 10 points, and he's looking a little confused at the top of this boulder.
Yeah, it's an interesting one because you have to go through the bottom sequence, which takes time every time. So you're not getting you're not able to rapid fire at all.
So deep breaths from Hannes here. He gets himself set. Big shout for the crowd.
This might be his last try. Going
So,
down.
yeah.
Oh, that's so close.
You're right about going away from the wall there. He was also drifting backwards.
You could see him trying to kick his leg. I almost wonder if you could slow it down a little. But then it might just do the opposite.
So kind of slow the movement into it.
Yeah, because you can kind of control the rhythm when you go through holds.
All right, into the feet on the tuna hold. A flick and a kick.
Oh.
He liked that, didn't he? But 9 seconds, I don't think he's going to have enough time, but wow, what a moment.
That's the sort of thing that it just eats you alive when you're like last try and you just found a solution you think is going to work.
I love the fact that we've seen 3 athletes try 3 entirely different things.
That's my favorite type of boulder. I think it really, climbs that can let athletes express their own unique skill is really cool to me. Like, we've seen crazy shoulder mobility, really strong fingers, and then really good coordination.
Yeah. Exactly that, and it's a sign to me of good setting, and that's the human flag.
Yeah, that's
massive
crazy.
move.
It's interesting because he definitely wasn't planning that. He just latched on and was like, oh, I can hold this.
Yes, and then sort of went over-rotated through it.
Yeah.
Right, UFI Pan runs on. Now, last year he talked about, in depth, about his injuries, the back injury that almost knocked him out of competitions. He is an absolute hero in China, this man, but fairly reserved. He's not one to sort of walk around the crowds and show off. He just gets on with it, and really good to see him back in the final.
Yeah, I think he's such a good story that it's hard not to root for him.
Yeah, I got some fingers crossed here. Which way, Pan? Yeah, he's...
Oh, you can see him thinking, oh, that's a completely new solution. That looked pretty promising.
Jump straight to zone, hey? Why not?
Yeah.
I love the head flick. You could just see it.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll try the... Ooh, facing in. First time, maybe.
We're at, 6 solutions?
Yeah. He's got a starting position. That was a very quick tap. He's got to be a bit careful of that one.
Yeah. It's an interesting rule because you got to be really strategic about it's sometimes you just, at least for me, my brain starts moving so fast that I'm like, I held that forever. And then it'll be 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, it's like when you think you're resting on a sport route and you think you've been there forever and it's about 3 seconds.
That's why I don't lead climb.
Terrible. All right, so he's trying to lever the leg up. Does it with a nice flick. And again, the head flick. I think that was wise to try that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always interesting to do because you got to be really strategic about trying extreme betas I've been actually researching. It's called like contrast learning. We do like really big changes of like really slow, really fast, or like trying really different betas, and it helps your brain fill in the middle. It's kind of interesting.
So then you sort of work out which one was best for you.
Yeah, and it also like, especially if you're. Did you establish that? Interesting.
I haven't seen a judge move.
Yeah. They've been on the appeals, though. If he did, someone will definitely be appealing.
Yeah, Sota got called back in the semi-final for a very similar thing.
Yeah.
We'll see. But
Brooke
yeah,
as well.
yes, you're right.
Yeah.
But jump straight to zone seemed to work for Yaofei Pan.
This gets hard because if you have like 4 options, it's really hard to get yourself to commit to one. Because you start thinking about, oh, what are the other ones? The one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the one that's got him the points, isn't it? So let's see. And that is the hold that Bai held with the one arm you were talking about, and Hannes tried to human flag off.
Insane.
Minute 40 for Pan. He rests a little bit. The crowd get behind him as he approaches the wall. What method is he going to choose? He's going to jump to zone.
This one did seem the closest. Oh, there we go.
So top section.
Whoa. Oh, and he disappears.
Oh, he has.
That was a big fall.
Yeah, Pan is a tough cookie. He takes big impacts. Again, Byrne last year, he was slamming himself into the mats.
Those were some hard mats,
Yeah,
too.
they're really hard mats. These are much softer here.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't want to
This
fall on my back on them, but... You know.
Yeah, there was... Well, Hannes did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. So that is the underclean we keep talking about, which is difficult to latch.
Yeah. He did his last try, he did a really interesting little bunny hop. Like where he landed with 2 feet instead of like leading with 1, and
Yeah.
it seemed like it set his hips up in a nice position.
Alright, so into the start of the boulder. Nice spin.
Crowd is just going crazy.
How many times can he take this impact? Up he goes. Human flag styley.
It's really interesting. Everyone's kind of hit the same time mark
Yes.
and discovered this.
He's got time, though, whereas Hannes did not. 22 seconds. Is it enough?
He gave the timer a little scowl there.
Yes. Accusing it of ticking too quickly. Back and forth. Here comes the human flag. No, power, I think, losing there.
Yeah, that's really hard to rapid fire.
Yeah.
It's hard to maintain your focus like that.
Well, lots of different methods, lots of different attempts. It's going to leave him a little bit tired and no top. Just the 9.7 to walk away with. Let's see a replay of this.
Oh, that's such in slow motion. That's such a pretty move. You're like, the twist is so fast.
Yeah. So we will be bringing in another boulder in a couple of, pretty soon actually. So boulder number 2 will be in action, and boulder number 1. In fact, now.
Some very different boulders.
Yes, exactly.
The tempos are going to be real different.
So Do-Hyun Lee is about to come on. He had a fantastic qualifying, slightly less good semi-finals, but managed to find some rhythm eventually and got through. This is the leaderboard by leading the way on his first ever finals with a 24.7, and then Hannes, Yaofei and Jongwon down with 9.7. Count back, making the difference.
Do-Hyun and Chon coming out at the same time is a really cool thing because they get to see each other and support each other throughout the climb.
So this boulder, lots of small crimps here, and
Yeah.
pumpy, we've been told.
Yeah, long. Yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting. It's actually something we don't see that often at World Cups, is just crimp lines. And I think it will, yeah, reward different athletes, and I think it's going to be really interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's often the complaint, isn't it, that we need more old-fashioned bouldering here, but
It's
often
definitely 20-year cycle. I feel like we're coming back.
I know. I quite like to see it again, but there's a danger that the athletes are just too strong for it.
Yeah, I think that's really what's hard, is that all the athletes are just so good at pulling that it's hard to, and equally good at pulling, that it's hard to create separation on these types of boulders.
Yeah, he's looking comfortable at the moment as Jongwon Chon, but you've got to keep moving through this. You can't hang around. It's on a steep part of this wall.
Yeah, there's a lot of moves.
That's the awkward heel we were told about, and then you have to bump the right hand, and that's the hardest move.
Yeah.
So physical stuff from Jongwon Chon, but I think he'll sort of crawling, flopping, lying. And look, that's such a chill position to be in.
That's part of the chill mentality.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it is. It's hands behind his head.
That's what I need to be like in comps.
Well, it works for him. Fair play.
It's interesting because he got pretty high up, but he still has quite a few moves. But strategically, he probably wants to rest because you don't want to be tired, especially on like a boulder like this. But you have to really trust yourself to figure out the top.
Yeah, setters told us maximum, they reckon, 2 or 3 attempts on that boulder.
Yeah, for sure.
Max.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Do-Hyun Lee. He's easily into the press position here, so it's working for him.
Yeah.
And then the big spin. Very nice.
Oh, no pause.
This is kind of his dream boulder, in a way.
Yeah, for sure. You could tell how fast he was just like, I'm going for it.
This is mine.
Yeah.
It's cool because Jongwon and Do-Hyun, Jongwon mentors the man on the right. Like, it's kind of a father-son relationship, and that's how he describes it, literally like that. So it's cool to see them together again.
That's got to be just so cool for them to compete together. I get to compete with my sister sometimes, and it's so nice. Like, I swear it's like an unfair advantage just to have that support system, especially like in ISO. It's really, really helpful.
And you two are very close, aren't you? So there is that element to it.
For sure.
Yeah. There's no sort of sibling rivalry yet.
Yeah, I'll try to work on that.
If it happens, could you let me know so we can film it?
Oh, for sure.
I want to see a sister war.
Yeah, we need like, I don't know, some like reality TV.
Yeah, that'd be great. We could sell it. North Face, where you at?
Really positive.
Yeah, exactly. Forget about that. Can't all be friends. All right, Do-Hyun, let's see if you can spin into this zone once more. Nice.
It's interesting. He's a lot higher. His spin is like very stood up.
Oh, and hit it on the way down with that hip. He slowed it down, like you said earlier.
Yeah, he really launched himself like up and behind the hold, which is interesting because it creates like a lot more press off the volume. He can be a lot higher, which I wonder if that will kind of help the hips kind of getting around the hold problem. That was really interesting.
And that thing you were saying about sort of no fear during a comp, I mean, he hit his hip pretty hard on the way down. Presumably that's not going to affect.
No.
Let's go.
I feel like I've heard of so many people competing through injuries. I've competed through injuries. Like, your body is just like not thinking about that.
John is underway again.
Oh yeah, he kicks his leg up. That's super interesting.
He's might not do a heel. No, he is going to do a heel. He was looking to just bumping the hand there.
Yeah. The heel seems pretty integral. It's also not a very good heel, though. He just disappears.
I hope he's all right. He's got his head in his hands there. I think he's just disappointed.
Yeah. Oh. Again, right at the end. Discovers the one arm.
I love the fact that Jongwon Chon is just having fun out there at the moment. You know, he's kind of playing up to the crowd a little bit, which you don't often see.
Yeah, I love when people do that. There's totally people that are like super like showmanship. Yeah, I think it's so fun.
Yeah. Well, not quite for John. Oh, that was the strike. Nasty. I mean,
like
slow motion
body
makes
slide.
things worse, doesn't it?
Yeah,
but
sure.
Still.
Oh, his foot popped. There's just so much body tension on that climb.
And then flopped down, as you said.
Yeah.
So, Bai is back. Our current leader as well, remember this man.
Yeah, which is really exciting. I think Tomoa's going to like this boulder.
Yeah.
This is very Tomoa.
It's good to see Tomoa back as well.
Yeah, there's a really cool age range in this final. Like 2 19-year-olds. I think Jongwon Chon is 30.
Yeah, he's approached. Someone asked me this today, actually. Yeah, he's certainly approaching 30. I don't know if he's there yet. I'll just have a little look, actually.
I think Tomoa's 29.
Yeah, and Tomoa's always younger than I think he is because he's just been on the circuit for such a long time.
Yeah. I was looking at someone. I can't remember who it was, but they were like 19, and I was looking through how many World Cups they've done, and I was like, how do you have that much experience?
Tomoa nearly got it straight away.
Yeah, so he's I wonder if I'll go for the one arm.
Yeah, he was straight into that sort of human flag position. Bai is on the crimps now. It'll be interesting to see how he deals with this different style.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think why they're doing this like crazy like back to the wall human flag thing is because they're not intending to stop. And so I wonder if he slows it down because he's intending to stop, if it will be a little less wild of a swing.
I'm with you, yeah. A bit like Lee did at the very end there. Jongwon Chon is 30 this year. There you go. So yeah, 30 to 19.
Yeah, large range is cool.
I think it's cool, isn't it? The fact that
I really like that, yeah. I think that's like you can see on this climb, like you can excel in so many different ways, which is really cool.
Exactly. Okay, well, 24.7, Shunpei Bai is still leading the way. Lots to go, of course, and athletes who haven't competed yet, but it's worth remembering that that man's winning.
Yeah, that's like, I feel like we saw last night, like those things really add up. Like having a strong start like that is really important.
I love how you're not revealing, by the way, who's won. It's very impressive. The anti-spoil alert.
I mean, I open Instagram and I'm immediately I know exactly what happened.
Exactly, but honestly, the complaint. So listen, if you're listening, we're trying very hard not to ruin it, but also go and watch it.
For the one person that doesn't have Instagram.
Yes, we're being very kind to you guys.
People get so mad over it, though.
Oh, trust me, I know. So Tomoe Narasaki's got 2 minutes to figure this out. Shunpei Bai will rest, as we'd expect, for quite a while, I think, before going. Hasn't got the zone yet.
It's a cool contrast of like how much rest is going on. Like this climb that Tomoe's on, you just gotta go so fast.
It's good for us, isn't it? Always something to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, Tomoe goes again.
Whoa!
And he's in with the intended beater. This is going to be a top from Mr. Narasaki. Look at that.
That was so smooth. Experience.
Yes. Well, it might be that. I mean, you know, he was always so confident with what he was doing. There was no experimentation really with him.
I feel his process is really impressive. Like the way he kind of goes through moves and figures out what he wants to try, what he doesn't want to try.
Yeah. Okay, so we're back to watching just one athlete and less than a minute here on these nasty crimps. Now, to describe those crimps, it's sort of, there is a line of friction on most of them.
Yeah, they're quite small.
Yes.
I think, I don't know how many like millimeters I would call them, but they're half a pad for sure.
And it means you've got to be quite accurate with exactly the part you hit on them.
Oh, for sure. Also, this wall is like deceptively steep.
Yes.
It's like, I think I heard that this is the steepest wall on the circuit.
We did a feature where we measured it earlier today, and it's around about 60 in the very middle of it, so
really?
It's super, super steep.
That's actually way steeper than I thought.
Unless my colleague's tool doesn't work, which, who knows. Big drop knee in the middle, up towards the 10. Missed it. Yes, it's a feature on the World Climbing Club. And actually, talking about the World Climbing Club, you feature on today's show because we visited you and your sister Silveray's hotel room, your home away from home.
Yes, you did.
And you had some weird things in there, like the electric thing.
I think every climber traveling has got some weird things in their hotel room.
Yes, but yours electrocutes the muscles and makes them twitch.
I love it. It's so nice. I do get a lot of dry needling done. And when I'm traveling, I can't get it done, and this really helps.
Okay, well, go and watch that on YouTube if you want to know what we're talking about. It sounds weird, and it's weird in real life, so it's well worth watching.
Helpful weird.
Exactly. Okay, next to Mejdi Schauk and Hannes van Dyssen, about to enter the mats.
Serious.
Now, this man, we talked about the form he's in the 99s during semi-finals, and quite a long way, him and Serato, in front of everyone else.
Yeah, he's always looking quite strong, but I think especially right now.
Yeah, and this boulder will be what he wants to see on the first boulder.
For sure. Yeah, I feel like this is very much in his style. Well, this is interesting. This is a different solution. Well, there you go.
Yeah, he thought about it. Hannes, meanwhile, is straight into the crimps. And every adjustment like that he just made will cost you energy on this wall.
Yeah, there's a lot of moves, and it's kind of interesting because of... Oh, that was super smooth. It's the same hand position over and over again, which makes you get pumped way faster because you're essentially...
Oh, Mej
so easy.
Showboating his way up onto this final move.
That's brave to dyno to that.
He is in full Mejdi mode right now.
He's confident. That is, I mean, he should be confident. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, celebrating before the top and a dyno to finish.
I saw that a few times yesterday, and I was screaming in the crowd. I was like, "Match, please!"
Yes, I do the same here. I mean, it genuinely stresses me out.
Because I've seen people not match and then not be able to do the boulder again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
I have maybe done this. Not like
in comp.
I got excited and I tapped the finish and fell.
No, you did one of them.
But I repeated the boulder.
Yes, celebrating by hammering the hold is not control.
No, it's not. And it can be a really bad habit. Like, because you think about like when you're training, you just tap and then drop.
Yeah.
And like you could see people do this all the time. And I've tried to train myself out of this, especially when you're excited and you're like, yeah, I topped. And then you like slap the thing and you fall and they're like, nope, do it again.
I always think it's a bit harsh because if you're hammering the hold, you are in control of the
Oh, yeah, you're like one arm lock up. Like you're so
I mean, you could be more
but
in control, but I understand the judge's point of view with that one.
No, for sure.
So, I think it was a little wink, but I don't think it was. I think he was just getting something out of his eye. And he's brushing his fingers. Now, I saw someone else do this in semi-fi. I can't remember who it was. It must hurt the skin, surely.
Nah.
No?
I mean, okay, if you look at people's skin, my skin's not like this because I have really naturally kind of like wet skin. But a lot of the climber skin is just like so thick.
But why would he be doing that on a crimp line? Is he just trying to get off excess chalk so it's not sort of thick on his skin? That's
what I would imagine. Oh, he's liquid chalking. I think he's trying to get off the excess. I wonder if he has drier skin. Because for me, I just like rub my hands together and come off. But I wonder if he needs to brush it to get the excess chalk off.
Makes sense, eh? Yeah, it's something I've only ever seen this season. Maybe it's been happening, I just haven't noticed it.
Yeah, there is, I wonder. There seems to be a lot of like specializing right now and like people trying to figure out the best solutions of things to put on their hands.
Yeah. Well, he's got 20 points, so that's 2 flashes to zones, but hasn't converted into a top yet for Hannes van Duysen. Minute 7 to do it. He's just about prepared. We knew he'd have to rest for a while, and he has with the brushing.
Yeah, and I wonder, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, power is the style he's been working on over the last few years.
Okay. Yeah, he was always like amazing at slab, but, you know, weaknesses in other places. And I think he's evened himself out a bit.
Yeah. Which I think there's always, like, even if you're physically there, there's that mental portion that, oh, that's a rough slab.
Tricky place to fall, isn't it? Not quite enough time to do it.
That's like the worst time, and you're like, oh no, I have to rush. That move is so wide.
Yeah, and you got press, so much core involved in this.
It's interesting because there's a lot of hand moves. Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah, a bit disappointed is Hannes with that one.
Yeah.
It was almost a fire off, and he does look down at his hands.
I've seen that a few times. I think because they're so small, and I wonder texture-wise how they are. There's a lot of like dry firing happening. It's just so brutal on the skin.
Yes, it really is. So this was the spin in, and then the huge jump over.
Oh, he really pushed off of his palm. That's interesting.
Yeah, and then the double dyno to the top.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, Mejdi is in form right now.
Yeah.
We thought it might be Serato versus Mejdi, and we're about to find out if Serato's also up to the same level here as he comes on. UFI Pan will get a big reaction, as expected. It's time for him to crimp his way upwards, and it's time to see if Serato can stay in touch with a rampaging Frenchman. Let's see. This is an exciting final so far.
Yeah, I really like the balance of the styles. It's really like, especially being able to watch both of them on the rest of it is pretty fun.
Yeah, it is good. Pan is straight into the crimps, no messing around for him.
Yeah, that was not a lot of rest.
So, let's see. The press looks nice. A bit smoother than Hannes at the moment.
Yeah, really easily getting into it.
Ooh, Serato drops the spin. Hits the zone.
So strong.
It's a flash in there. The crowd start to get excited.
Oh. It's interesting because everyone that's gone in that position so far really doesn't look comfortable putting weight into the heel, which when we were down there looking at it, it's not very wide. No. It's a pretty small heel. That's just going to make it so much harder to get to the heel.
And it's very close to you as well, isn't it? Like you'd like that heel hook to be way further to the right so you could really lean on it.
Yeah, you can't rock over it at all. Oh, that looks pretty promising.
So Serato's dropped it twice now. So in terms of Mejdi versus Serato, Mejdi's ahead, but that's a very geeky way of looking at it. We've got 4 boulders to go here, but you know.
I mean, it counts.
I mean, we saw really last night.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh, we won't mention who won. Yeah, it came down to attempts. I mean, it was 0 points in it, so it was very, very close.
Yeah, and I think that's fresh in everyone's mind. Like, it might not, and it probably won't work that way for this final, but everyone was watching last night, and I think it's hard to let go of that, like, oh no, I fell once.
And psychologically, you start to panic perhaps a bit. You know, you're like,
for sure.
I'm behind now. You know, I've got to catch up.
Yeah.
But he has caught up a bit into the zone. Back and forth for Serato.
Oh, so smooth.
And he hits the top a little bit differently, but he is going to be just behind Mejdi Shark in terms of attempts, and we'll have to wait and see if that makes any difference at the end of this competition. And he does look a little annoyed with himself, doesn't he?
Yeah, super focused for sure.
Yeah. So Serato will leave. First blood to Mejdi Shark.
That's such a funny way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, this is, it's interesting, these rivalries that sort of develop between climbers in form. And we can see it, though. 25, the Flash, versus 24.8, so 2 behind him. And then Tomoa on a 24.8 as well, so similar score. We've got to remember Tomoa in all this as well. And then Bai in the 24s. So top 4 24s. Interesting.
Yeah, I love when rivalries form. I think it's so fun, especially as like a viewer. I think it really brings like a level of excitement.
I agree. And, you know, part of my job is to hype those rivalries, even when maybe they don't exist as strongly as I say. But, I mean, it's you know, you do when you're watching it. It's impossible not to, you know?
Yeah, and I think that it's fun to look and be like, yeah, they're gunning for each other.
I'm down with it. Right, Pan launches into the crimps again. He's rested a long time. Let's see if it's paid off. Right foot drilled onto that crimp.
That foot is also so terrible. It's a lot of it's no-tex.
Yeah. Hits the zone, cuts loose. Here's the awkward heel coming up. There's a bit of a cut for the heel, but it's hard to be accurate on. And it pops. The second he went, it popped.
Yeah.
And he keeps going. He grabbed that finger earlier on as well.
Yeah, it's interesting because yesterday the athletes, like, I don't think it was very cold out, but I think it's just kind of cold enough. And climbing on crimps, I wonder if that's kind of a factor.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that sort of numb feeling in your hands.
Yeah, or even like I'm going to sound like a grandma, but my joints get stiff.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, climber joints.
Yeah. Big knuckles.
Yes. It's endlessly disgusting. I have rings that I used to wear that no longer fit.
Literally since I was like 10.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, that's not going to work.
Okay, well, we finished with Boulder number 1 now. This is the standing. So Mejdi Shark leads the way on 25 after that flash of Boulder 1. He's followed closely by Serato and Tomoa on the same score. Countback making the difference. Then the hometown hero, Bai after that. So that's how the top 4 are. 4 boulders in total here.
Yeah, it's interesting. Created a big split.
So let's have a look at the 3D render of this boulder. Then it's your special place, the slab, and an interesting start on this one.
Really interesting. I'm not gonna lie, when I walked up, I was like, what is happening? But there is a little, we're not looking at right now. That's not the little jug. That's the little jug that you can rock over the foot to stand up. But initially I did think it was a run jump up half the wall.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was like, what? And you finish. Now, that pink hole is very important to palm off, but you have to hit the 25 to finish the thing.
Yeah, and the setter we were talking to was saying that the wall, you're just supposed to palm off the wall, which I think will be really interesting because you can't cue that for the athlete.
Yeah.
And they didn't leave a bunch of chalk.
No, you could palm print the wall, couldn't you?
Yeah, because that's something they do sometimes. Like, I've totally heard of people ticking or putting palms, and they didn't. And so I think that's going to be really interesting to see.
I agree. Well, Zhang Wanchong will be the first one to try his hand at this slab. This is the start position. Big rock up into not the best. One of the reasons setters did this is to encourage the athletes not to break the boulder by climbing down and through the slab.
Yeah, and kind of speaking of cueing, it's kind of interesting because the holds have chalk on them now from them testing that, and you're not supposed to use your hands on it, so that does add a little bit of confusion for the athletes.
I'm with you, yeah, you can see that. Well, John is in the position. He's going to try stepping through, and there's a variety of ways. You can jump and land with your right and press in with the left, which I think he might try to do here.
Doesn't look like it. Oh.
Yeah, that move. You can sort of do other things, step over, you know, lots.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those interesting situations where you can walk slowly. It's possible the setters have done it that way, but everything kind of about the position of the holds makes you think you can't because of it looks like it's forced to tweeze between the two holds. So it really creates this like interesting situation of like who's going to try to break the boulder.
Yeah.
Because it's not actually breaking the boulder, but it kind of looks like you're supposed to do it one way.
I'm with you.
Oh, that was so delicate. This kind of also, the start creates an interesting time situation because it does take a little bit of time to settle in and keep moving. Oh, that was pretty close.
Okay, well, he nods his
He's
head
so
up.
psyched.
Yes. So, Do-Hyun Lee is into this crimpy climb. He hasn't got the zone yet.
Oh, so physical.
Yeah, up towards the 10 now, so heel to come as he cuts loose.
Oh, he looks pretty comfortable in that position.
Oh, he's done it for the first time.
Yeah, this looks super promising. Oh, the feet run out.
Yeah, so first one to hit the right hand, but then you're kind of stuck, aren't you, after that?
That's brutal. He's got like 130 left, too.
And Jungwon Chun is struggling on the slab.
Yeah. That sort of move just can get so frustrating. Where you're just like waiting for something to click and find the position.
So he goes again. Do-Hyun Lee will rest as we expect. Jungwon Chun has got to match, and he does now. Tiptoes over, finds the right foot.
Oh, he's starting to slow it down. That looks really close. One of the ways you can kind of figure out you can break these boulders or do it statically is like in your experimenting to figure out how to do the tweeze, you go slower, then like all of a sudden you're like, wait, my foot isn't popping. And then you just go slower and slower and slower, and until all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm just standing on this.
So, Do-Hyun Lee quickly into position here. 36 seconds on the clock. He's got to be fast, as has Jungwon Chun as he makes the little match.
This is so impressive to be able to re-up fast enough to get back up here.
Yeah. Oh, not
that's
quite.
So close. Wow, this is so impressive.
How has he got the beans for this? Touches it, but no, and I think that might be it for Do-Hyun Lee. Oh no, oh, he just saved that. There's a lot, like a tiny little line crimp.
Tiny. I honestly, I feel like the screw holes in that one is actually better than
Lee has. Oh wow!
I'm so interested to see if he gets that or not.
He looks as well. He wants to know.
So close.
Now he thinks he obviously did. I think the judge is saying he didn't, and that is highly likely to be appealed.
Oh, for sure, immediately. That's okay. So there's also this kind of interesting rule change, and I gotta say I don't fully understand it yet because I think honestly the coaches and judges are figuring it out still. That the definition of control has changed this year, and so I'm really curious to see if that is control
effective,
or not.
Yeah.
Especially and also you take the time factor in, and that was really on the line.
Yeah, I know the argument about control has gone back and forth because it is a really difficult thing to define.
Yeah. And I think the definition has changed over the years of like, well, is it you moving yourself forward? Is it just holding it?
Back when I first started, it used to be as long as you twitch something, you could literally like almost, well, as in like you could just tense. You know, it was really loose.
I think when I can't remember when I started. I think when I started, I think it was like every hold counted or something.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
I am slightly simplifying this a little bit, but it was basically that principle.
No,
if you
I remember that. Yeah,
you could engage on it in some way, it would count. Right, Shinpai Bai is up straight away.
I remember when the finish was you have to hold it for 2 seconds.
Yes, there was that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was difficult because, like, what is 2 seconds in an athlete's brain?
It's really kind of psyched. 1, 2, 3, 4.
But Bai is onto a flash here into the zone.
Oh, this is super interesting position. So that foot he's on is like no text except for around the corner. And so you really have to be in a specific position. Oh, that is so good.
That left foot was brilliant. He pressed it in to stop the movement. Now, the palm is to come. He doesn't like the right foot, though. He looks down. Keep an eye on Tomoa as well, who's into the heel hook move.
It's interesting because he's not using the wall very much.
No. Tomoa hits the heel hook move.
Oh, there's so much going on.
Oh, both fall at the same time.
Oh, that was crazy. Okay, we have progress on both.
That was so close to a flash then, and the crowd know it, and he knows it as well.
Yeah, he's very focused. That sort of energy when you're on slab is really hard to not let it affect your tempo. It can really affect your ability to climb slab.
Yeah, and he needs to do it all over again. And there, you know, there was things he did there through instinct alone that he's got to remember
yeah,
now
for sure.
do.
And it's kind of easy, like, it's kind of surprising, but you can kind of just forget what you did because you're just, like, in the moment or going, yeah.
Oh, you're right. And I guess the more you climb this stuff, the more instinctual it becomes, and you sort of have to just trust your body to do it again.
Yeah, especially under, like, high-pressure moments, it's almost all just instinct.
Let's see if he can find that instinct. 24.7 is his current score, but that hasn't been updated. So we'll wait for that one to be updated. We're having some issues with the scoring occasionally, just with internet links here, but we'll let you know. And Samoa as well, not quite been updated. There we go. So 34.7 for Bai and 34.8 for Tomoa Narasaki.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because not getting up the... Oh, he's really got that dialed.
Looks so comfortable. This man is very exciting to watch climbing.
Yeah, he's got really good movement.
Into the zone, nice and calm for Bai as he drops. Oh, that was less calm as he tries to stamp his foot onto the jib. Now, this is the move he spent a long time thinking about.
Yeah, I think he went straight for the finish last time. I wonder if he'll try to stop. Oh, I wonder. He almost looked like he was on the no-tex there.
He's got time for another go here. He's very fast on this slab.
Yeah. I think if I'm remembering correctly, too, that pink hold is a really fine texture. And so it's not as grippy as you probably
So you can't sort of palm it and it will stick there necessarily.
Yeah.
So Bai has a look at the clock.
Ooh,
He's
fancy beta.
from Tomoa.
Yeah.
Campus into the heel. He looks comfortable on that heel.
Yeah, he's really putting a lot of weight through it.
Ooh, but the hand explodes on him, and he says goodbye. So we stick with Bai on the left-hand side here, sitting in second, and he's been very close to a top here, drifting. He's a bit slower this time.
This is so hard because you're feeling the time tick down.
Not close the third time, though. That second one was the charm, and he knows it as well. He doesn't want to leave.
Oh, that's rough. He really had that sequence dialed, too.
Let's see some replays then. This was him earlier on, I think. Tiptoeing with toes. The little skip. And you can see the distance. It's a long way.
Yeah.
He's got the jib.
Yeah. It's quite interesting because you're kind of like... You can hit it at a lot of like different spots, kind of like with your legs straight or bent under it, over it. I wonder which one's best.
Okay, Mr. Showman. Let's see what you've got in store for us. Mejdi Schalk is on. Hannes van Dysen, who's very good at slabs as well, is on. Mejdi, well, I would imagine coaches, he tried to be calming himself down, like, don't get overexcited here, but big moment.
Yeah, it's always interesting when there's such a tempo change. And I think it helps a little bit when you have a little extra rest in finals to kind of switch that speed. But I think it's always a little challenging.
Yeah, so he tries to keep things tense. Hannes does the jump but falls. Let's pay attention to Mejdi then. Lovely drop knee to get established. He'll have to... Oh, he doesn't. Yeah, cut loose now.
Oh, close cramping.
Yeah, locking the thumb over the top of the fingers.
Oh, he looks so solid. No.
Falls where most have fallen, though, on that move.
That heel is really slippery.
So Hannes has another go at this. And it works for him this time. Should be his own from here, you think?
He really was not centered on that hole. He was just squeezing with his legs. That's super interesting.
Yeah, kind of got away with it, but you need a bit of luck sometimes. Right, creeping into the corner. This is where this corner move the setters really wanted to create is here. And they were saying how hard it is to force a move like that.
Yeah.
blind on it as well.
His foot is also, it seems hard to load because it's so high.
So both athletes wait now. Hannes is in 5th and 20, Mejdi 35 and 1st. Look at that shot on the right, it's great.
Looks like there's 3 of them.
Yeah, yes it does.
Hannes' twin.
Yeah. Mejdi nodding to himself. He's going to rest, but he doesn't want to, does he? You can just see he's trying to force himself to stop.
It's a lot of pressure to run the clock down.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden you're like, okay, I really hope I don't screw up.
Yeah, Oriane always does it. It always amazes me how good she is at that.
Yeah, I cannot break that off.
No. I'm an impatient human being. Right, Hannes with the Thunderkling gets up and in. The skip hasn't been the smoothest, and it's saved again.
He really learned that quickly.
Okay, so this is where you were saying this high left foot that's the thing that's hard to load.
Yeah. And it's kind of interesting because it doesn't seem like something that would be height dependent, but it kind of is because it's like where your shin is located.
Yeah, you need good flexibility to bring that foot up.
Yeah, yeah.
And he doesn't like it at all, does he? Because you think you're standing right in your tiptoes as well, and then you have to sort of put pressure through your tiptoes.
Yeah, yeah. And you have to be so accurate about what part of your shoe you're putting on. Because if you have the very tip on it, and then you load it, you're going to be like on your toenail. Versus like if you have the side on it, maybe you are on the ball of your foot, which is nice sometimes. But then if you have to twist it all, you'll twist yourself off of the foot.
I love how geeky you are with slabs. It's so funny. Yeah, if people don't know, Nakai will spend hours on a slab. Your sister was shopping you the other day saying that, you know, you go to your toes bleed kind of thing.
I do like a slab for sure.
Yeah, Mejdi falls in the same place. That rest not doing him good, and he's done. Okay, zone though was good. Which way do I go, he says? Off to the right. Let's stick with Hannes. Oh, pops before he can load the toe. Oh, he wants another go. Right, Hannes running back to the beginning.
I feel like he could get back up. He's got this so dialed. Sometimes I do feel like climbing slab under time pressure is actually helpful because you have to trust the feet.
Yeah, that's true, and you just don't think about it as much sometimes. 6 seconds though, and he might be close. No! Oh my goodness me!
No, that was crazy.
My hands are in my head as well as his. It's almost like he had slightly more time than he thought he did because he. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's really
I think
weird.
he just panicked for a second. Oh, that was the closest try we've seen by far.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
I mean, he had time, I think, to match that. And he sort of just snatched
did.
it.
Yeah. It's so hard to keep like the mental clock of like how much time do I actually have.
Yeah.
And you don't want to go too slow because like then you really kick yourself when it's like a second late.
Yeah, let's see this again.
Oh, interesting. He almost just jumped onto the foot.
Yeah. And then this was Mejdi. And that was the hang. Look at the blowout from his lips there as he got the heel hook in.
Had a really intentional breathing pattern.
Yes.
It's interesting.
All right, Yofai Pan comes on, Serato and Raku comes through. Now, Serato has an opportunity to come back at Mejdi here.
Yeah, this is the win now.
Yeah, this is it. This is the moment. Yofai Pan gets stood up into the start position.
There is probably nothing more exciting as an athlete when you're in ISO and you're like, oh, this is my gap. I can make it up.
This is the moment. Well, let's see if he takes advantage of this moment. We know what the bottom is like by now. You've got to keep moving. Don't doubt yourself. Big drop knee.
He's looking super confident on it.
Levers his way up into the heel hook, pressing that heel in. No.
I don't know if I've ever seen purple straps.
I think they're specifically made for him, those ones.
Oh,
I think.
interesting.
I think they're Sportivas that were designed.
That he colored them or something.
Yeah. No, really. I love Yanya's white shoes as well. They're specifically made for her. Like,
really?
Yeah, she's got special shoes.
I haven't seen that. Interesting. I wonder what like the Yeah, they're. Oh, maybe that. I wonder if that's the low volume version.
Maybe they have brought out a new version recently, haven't they? So maybe it's just that. Maybe I'm overexaggerating. Maybe they're just normal shoes. I don't know.
I like to think that they're custom.
Yes,
I think that's way cooler.
Now, Yaifei Pan is a move away here. He's trying to find that left toe as well. Doesn't like it either. He's thinking.
He's bringing his hand up. Interesting.
It's really awkward. Your heel's pressing into your thigh here.
Yeah, yeah. And it's kind of interesting because you have to look down to try to find it, but then that throws your whole balance off because your head's in a different position. Oh.
Well, hang on a second.
This does not look easy to match either.
Oh, good point.
Oh, no way.
Can he get a thumb on it? I think he has got a thumb on it. Is that enough?
So sneaky. That's so good. I like that.
He thinks he is. Or it is.
Wow.
I think so.
That was
why
chill.
not? Yeah, yeah. That's cool.
First try.
You can do that, I think, you know, because it's
oh,
smashing,
totally,
right?
yeah.
Just thumb on. Serato doesn't like that again. What a cool top that was from Pan. Serato has 1:42 and is prowling at the moment. The crowd are cheering Yaifei Pan as he walks off. Serato will sit in the shadows and look up at the wall here. The clock ticks down in the background. Leaderboard down bottom left. Yaifei Pan will jump up with that, so he's suddenly in contention as well with a 44.6, but of course a Boulder ahead.
Yeah.
But that will jump him up against by Hannes van Dyson, for example.
Yeah, scores are really all over across the board.
Yeah, it's hard to predict at this stage.
Exciting.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday came down to Boulder number 4. It might just do that again tonight.
I was sitting in the athlete section, no spoilers.
Yeah.
But everyone is losing their mind. Like, I think it started a little earlier in the athlete session because everyone started counting attempts by, like, the slab.
Uh-huh.
And you could just feel, like, every time certain people would fall,
yes.
It would be like, ah!
Yeah.
It was pretty exciting.
We were doing the same in the commentary box, and I had so many people being like, no, this person can do this, person can do that, they can do this. And I was just trying to deal with a huge amount of information. Yeah. You know what I'm like with maths, so it was challenging.
It's pretty exciting.
So Serato up. Now he's fallen twice here. That worked better. No, the foot went. Well.
It's really far.
Not doable for our athletes here tonight. Interesting stuff. The fight is still on then between Mejdi and Serato. Let's see where we end up at the end of this. So Boulder number 2 is done. 3 and 4, 3 halfway through and 4 to come. This was Yaifei Pan's top, and honestly that match was just brilliant at the end.
Yeah, so smart. Oh, that looks hard.
Yeah, just on that.
It's kind of an interesting situation that starts happening when there's 2 boulders going at once, because Serato now knows that people are topping the slab, and so he's having to deal with, okay, there's not as much as a window there, or I have to, like...
That thumb top, it's brilliant. Because you could see him thinking, I have to match it fully, and then realising that you don't really. You know,
you're like, oh, well, it's right there.
Yeah. So that's the standings. Pan jumps up because of that, but Boulder ahead of some athletes. 44.6 is our new high point. And then Mejdi and Serato after that. Tomoa following in 4th. The top 4 back and forth at the moment.
This is such a fun group of athletes. There's like such a range of styles, and just everyone's just like top tier.
Okay, well that's the standings. We have more than half the competition to go here. Podiums and flower ceremony, that was the word to come after that. And this is our crowd here as we just take this moment to pause and look at the crowd enjoying everything out in the audience. They've been a fantastic crowd, and that is our stadium. So let's talk about the start of the season then, Keqiao, because Team USA bringing a big squad here tonight. What's the atmosphere within your team at the moment in terms of the competition?
I think at the start of the season is always a really exciting time for everyone. I think everyone, also high pressure. Like, you're trying to figure out where you, okay, like, I'm coming in and I think I'm good, but, like, let's see. I think everyone's really excited and confident, and I think we're building a good team vibe.
And tell me about your season. How many of the World Series are you going to this year?
All of them. I wasn't sure I was going to make it to China because I injured my LCL like 7 weeks ago now. And it was like immediately I was like, I want to go to China. I love coming to this comp. So really excited I get to do all of them.
And talk to me about the knee injury, because I saw pictures on Instagram of you in a big cast, top rope bouldering. It's a severe injury that you had to deal with.
Yeah, I had a grade 2 LCL tear, so that's like partially torn tendon, which I've never had like knee injuries like that before. So it was a really interesting process getting back into climbing. I had a really good PT team that I was like, I had sound therapy, I had light therapy, I had magnetic therapy.
Therapy.
Apparently,
is that someone just shouting at your knee to get better? Like, hurry up!
Please. No, apparently it's big internationally.
Wow,
I don't know.
idea.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
I think I'm here. But yeah, it's interesting with knee injuries because you can, or leg injuries in general. I've had a bunch of shoulder injuries and like back injuries. And you can't. It's really hard to train through. But with legs, you can campus and kind of campus sometimes. But like hangboard and yeah, it was really very different.
Well, it's lovely to have you back and competing, and I know it's probably a stage process. This one you're on the return, so
for sure
it'll only get stronger. Right, let's look at this boulder then. Boulder number 4, which could be the decider for a few things here. Powerful, maybe not as difficult as the women's final boulder, but we'll wait and see. But almost 720-esque moves in the middle of this.
This is a little bit of a nasty boulder for sure. We have the no-tex holds, many of them, and then campusing on pockets. I think it's going to be pretty exciting.
Well, Jeongwon Chung will run down the mats for his final climb. I don't think he's going to be in touch for the podium, but let's see what he can do in terms of his positioning. And then his teammate Do-hyun Lee, who's climbed next to him all competition in terms of the finals, will have a go at the slab here. Yeah, so no-tex holds. There are a lot of no-tex holds. For example, all of the purple ones.
Yeah. And I don't think I've ever climbed on those holds. So I don't know if a lot of people have ever climbed on those holds. So I think that's always interesting, especially with no-tex. I feel like right now that we got like certain holds that we got to figure out. Okay, like now I know how to use this hold. But when you get a new shape, you're like, okay, this is a jug, kind of, but there's no texture. You have to learn it on the fly.
Yeah, they might not know, because the first thing I did was jump onto that hold and have a feel of it. They can't do that, obviously.
No.
So that's the first time he has felt that hold.
Yeah, especially on a dynamic move where you're like trying to figure out the position, and like no-tex holds are so position dependent because you can't rely on pulling against the hold. Like this one's a little different because there's some edge to it, but they're just way more position dependent. Oh, that was a super good stick on slab.
All right, so up he goes.
It's kind of interesting on no-tex holds. You have to squeeze way harder, so it kind of hurts your joints. It's like there's really like a specific feeling of squeezing on no-tex.
Well, look at this from Do-hyun. Talk about squeezing. He's really squeezing those legs onto the hold, standing up slowly, drifting up. He's sitting in 7th and would like a top here. He's trying to remember where that hold is because it's underneath him. It's awkward to stand on.
Yeah, it's kind of in the shadow too, actually.
Every athlete has been in a very different leg positions. We had some hitting thighs. He's now hitting the thigh, almost knee, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because like you can see his heels pointing to the left.
Not quite. I thought Do-hyun might flash that. Not quite.
Confident on the bottom. Oh, so much arch. It's crazy.
So, Jeongwon established finally. Now, this next hold is sort of like a little rip, a dip of no friction in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And then this is the bit I genuinely get confused about, because you're meant to go up with the left hand.
Yeah, this is where you start spinning.
Yes.
In a very static way at first, which is kind of cool.
It's fighting hard. So the second those legs go, you're automatically going to spin and follow the movement, aren't you?
And you can't step on the hand because that's fully no-tex.
Yeah. Jeongwon, fully expressive as per usual, is thinking, why on earth have I come back into this competition? I have to do moves like this. brutal stuff.
Yeah, definitely, especially when you get in pockets. That's that's pretty nasty.
Yeah, there's some hard holes to come. Right, Lee skips over. Another attempt at this one. Leg drifting up as he falls into the palm.
You can see John is doing skin tactics with the no-techs, and there's a lot of, people are trying to figure out, what's the best. And
so you mean taking off chalk?
Yeah, so at the very start of the no-techs trend, people are really psyched on spitting on their hands.
Yep.
Not allowed to do that anymore. So there's all different sorts of techniques.
Hang on a sec, Lee's just got the top here, and he thumb matches it as well. Second go-ish, I think.
Yeah, that was super solid.
Good work from him. Yeah, there were lots of images of athletes licking their fingers, and obviously health reasons we banned it.
Probably not ideal.
But you can now bring on spray bottles onto the mat. Oh, is that now being banned?
No, I think that's banned. You can't have anything that could change the surface on the wall.
Okay.
So okay, I need to know this.
Yeah,
I should know this.
Last season you were allowed to bring on a little bottle of water and
yeah,
spritz.
I think you might be able to spray. You can. Oh, that's what it is. You can only use water.
Yeah.
You can spray your hands, but they have to be dry when you get on the wall.
Okay, that's fair. So then you don't disrupt it for other athletes.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you are correct on that one. Yeah. Yes, it's an evolving one. This one.
I mean, the trends are evolving, so you have to then come how can you predict people are going to start spitting on their hands?
Well, yes, exactly that. And there's even more. I've heard an ultra sticky rubber coming into the fold slowly.
I have heard of this.
Which
I'm curious.
It's a bit like, in swimming. You may not know this, but it was a shark skin swimsuit.
What?
Literally, it represented the scales in a fish.
Oh,
and it was quicker,
interesting.
And they banned that fairly rapidly because it was
it actually made a difference?
Yes, whatever milliseconds they work in. It helped. And,
Crazy.
But
I know, the track shoes, which I'm always curious, why don't people put that in climbing shoes? Where it's some sort of material that gives you extra pop.
Yes.
I'm put that in a climbing shoe.
There we go. This is $1 million
my leg
idea.
power.
And now you've just told the world. So
Need to patent it right now.
Right, Bai will finish off his comp on M4. And he had a really, really good start to his competition. And on that slab as well, he was impressive. So let's see what he can do on the final climb. And then Tomoa.
Yeah, he's younger too, which means he probably has more kind of years of experience on this sort of movement.
Yeah.
I think will be interesting to see how it plays out.
I've got some info on the running shoe thing. I'll tell you in a sec. I have a friend. Yeah, so running shoes have to be available to compete in to be on sale to the general public.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the rule. So super shoes, for example, which the gentleman ran the marathon in recently, the sub 2, you can buy in the shops. It costs $3,000 or something, sold out within 2 minutes, but you can buy it. I know that. That was my fact. I'm getting into the running shoes thing.
Interesting. Okay. That's interesting because I'm someone definitely just. What if you just put them on the market? You're I want this one, and then it's it was on the market for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Interesting. I thought it was just you can't use that material, which I was why? How do you ban that?
Yeah, we'll see.
They start taking samples of your shoes.
I love how we've got onto product design.
Yeah.
Let's pull ourselves back to the climb. Tomoa Narasaki on the slab and Bai on number 4. So Bai sitting down in 6th, out of touch of the podium, I think, but he's enjoying his time out there after that brilliant send of that first boulder.
Yeah, really impressive. Yeah. He's also not doing the intended beta on the first move, which is interesting.
Oh yeah, he's jumping right.
That's also not the intended. I wonder, that's going to make you in a really weird position for the next move.
I also don't think you can hold that. I mean, the left hand is not on anything. It's compressing.
Yeah, I think it's really flat and not a very sticky volume.
Tomoa is close right now.
Oh, he has a lot more room for his foot.
Easily in for Tomoa. So Tomoa is looking if he can match it. Can he match it? I think he's realised there's nothing on it.
Yeah, I wonder if he's a little shorter because he's struggling to get his palm higher. Oh.
Might be. No, the left pop before he could get it.
That is as close as you could possibly get.
Yeah, wow. I mean, he understood the movement.
Yeah.
And as you said, I think a bit shorter.
Yeah.
He is a bit shorter.
Yeah.
Oh. I can't believe I'm saying the word, but you've dropped the thumb match. It's
not even thumb tap.
Yeah. Unique, isn't it? Bai gets a big reaction right now. Oh, pops off the no texture. That's the danger of no texture. He's heavily chalked. The Chinese athletes tend to do that a little bit more than everyone else.
Interesting. I wonder why. Okay, well, actually, I have a theory. I think I've climbed on, there's like a version of the flat hold no-tex that I think is made in China. I could be wrong. And it is a slightly different texture that you kind of want more chalk on.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
And so I wonder if that's why.
Yeah, I've noticed them do. I mean, this might be a trend thing, but I have noticed it over the years that they tend to kind of ignore the no chalk thing. So Bai will go up into this pinch, hits the underclink, and Tomoa has to put that previous fall behind him if he can. Good work from Bai, up with the left hand. He's got the idea now.
Whoa.
Foot goes for him, unfortunate.
That's a crazy fall.
And surely not enough time to rest. Tomoa has a chance here. He's got to bump the thumb quickly. Keep the foot still, Tomoa. Yes, that to me, that counts. He's got to be careful moving the foot around because you can claim that it's not control with it.
I wonder if that will be appealed.
That right foot was dangerously wobbly.
Yeah. All the teams have money right now, so they're like, appeal immediately.
Yes, to explain that, you have to stop everyone just appealing randomly, you have to put a sort of a deposit down. If you fail, you don't get it. If you pass, you do get it.
Yeah, and it totally plays into the season because it's like, okay, you get a budget for appeals. If you're budget rich, you're like, oh yeah, okay, that seems sketchy. Why not?
Yep. So no send for Bai. Tomoa with the send. He had a thumbs up, so I think he was given it minus appeal. Yes. Oh yes. Good point. Yeah, I keep doing that, you know. At the moment. So let's see how he did it, and let's watch the foot. You know what you're talking about, because see the wobble there. That it's.
Oh, he looks pretty solid.
I think so. Yeah. It'd be a mean appeal, that one, but you never know.
They happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dennis and Mejdi, make some noise!
Okay, so Mejdi Schalk on the slab. He's pretty good at this. Hannes on that powerful M4.
I could see him liking this climb.
Yeah, I can too. And I can see Mejdi liking the slab. So let's see what happens.
Especially this like kind of jumpy style.
Hannes flicks the hands, hits the left. Jumps over into the underclink.
That was so smooth.
Yeah, flowing.
No hesitation.
For both of them flowing, in fact. Mejdi's into the zone, points on the board. Hannes falls.
Oh, this is an interesting beta. That seems a little harder to stand up on.
He breathed a sigh of relief as he found the wall then. Oh no, the bobble. Oh, you could see him going before he actually fell. Nikaya twitched next to me the second that he started to shake. You knew he had gone, didn't you?
I feel like he took like his entire shin out on that one. He was so close to the wall.
So that's the spritz we're talking about here.
Okay, so it is allowed.
Yes. So you're allowed to bring it on, but stuff like, you know, there's various products that make your hands stickier. That isn't allowed, from what I understand. Okay, so, well, maybe, who knows, some. Up Mejdi goes into the position, finds the right foot. Hannes launches two hands into the no-tex and then reverses the right. So this is the BT you were talking about for Mejdi that was a bit strange.
Yeah, and it maybe I'm just mistaking the way he's getting into it. It feels a little different.
Okay, so one move away. He's looking at that pink. Oh, again the slip.
That foot is just so gross. It's like all the texture is on the side, and you really don't want to be standing on the side. So it feels it looks like it's very insecure.
Yeah, every time he prepares to jump, it just goes wrong at the last minute.
Yeah. Which I wonder, like, because it's no-tex, if you take any weight off of it, it'll pop. And so I wonder if he's weighting the top foot instead of jumping off the bottom foot. Oh, there you go. He's into the hand.
Yes, he's got the left hand now. And there is Mejdi Schalk's top. Yeah, when he got it done, when he didn't wobble off it, it was easy. So more points on the board for Mejdi.
Oh, this is so physical. Oh.
That was 2 fingers just in the pocket. Now you've got to spin again, which he gets. No. And again, Hannes praised the skies. So close from Hannes.
Now you have to get back up there. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's got a minute. So he's got to go again, hasn't he? And Mejdi will walk past his friend as well. A little nod from Hannes. Love to see that. I wonder how much, those open-handed pockets drain your forearms so much.
For sure. There's also like a calculation, like this is the start of the season, and pockets are more of an injury risk. And you're in a comp, you're focused, and a lot of that risk calculation goes out the window. But there is that thought.
Yeah. Especially if you're sitting in 7th like he is, there's a risk.
It's not like I'm going to win off of this, probably.
Yeah. But Hannes is also an aggressive young comp climber, so I very much doubt he's going to be chilling out in this moment. Let's see.
I think there's a difference between thinking on the ground and then being on the wall.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I think Sense has just left the building. Let's see what happens. Up with the left.
Oh.
No. You need more rest, I think, and he didn't quite have enough time.
Yeah, this one's an interesting one because it's not like the crimp climb where you can just clear beta.
Forget the rest. He goes again.
Oh.
No.
Into the one arm.
He's going to go again. He doesn't
Might
want
as
to leave.
well.
9 seconds. He hasn't got the zone, so it does make sense to keep going. He's just hanging around now. Fair play. A little bit of showboating for us watching. Thank you, Hannes van Dyssen. So he will go to the hot seat. There are some seats on the edge of the stage where his fellow competitors are now sitting.
I was sitting in front of those yesterday.
Ooh, yes.
And it was really interesting
to watch.
Wasn't
it? It was fascinating.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, our cameras didn't catch it, but I could watch the soap opera going on.
Yeah,
it was brilliant.
It was pretty, like, if you could name an emotion, it was there.
Yeah,
there was everything going on.
That was very interesting. All right, that was Mejdi's match. Good work from him. He froze in that position to make sure of it. Yufei Pan, look at his legs, battered and bruised as he comes onto the mats, and Serato and Raku. Now, Serato, again, he needs this. He's got to do this one to stay in touch with Mejdi. Yufei Pan gets to play on the pockets on M4. Well, this is all building up here into a nice crescendo for our Keqiao comp.
Really, like the points are just right there.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see an update at the end of this boulder, I'm sure. Okay, so Yufei Pan finds the right. And then falls.
It's a bit more dynamic. It seems really hard to land on the shoulder.
Yes, it does. Pan looks down at his hands. Serato and Raku bumps upwards into the thumb, makes the match. Got to keep it together, got to keep calm through these steps. Delicate, delicate. The skip, not proving too difficult for everyone. It looks hideous in real life.
Yeah, for sure.
Into the 10 with the palm now.
It's kind of interesting because I think that's kind of one of those moves that's we've seen enough that it's kind of dialed for all of these people, and like yeah, and learning it I think is really difficult, but once you have it dialed, you can do it.
So Mejdi took a few goes to do this. Oh, Serato nearly fell there.
Oh, okay, next try for sure. That was really good.
Yeah, he was right there. Pan is really not enjoying the first part of this boulder.
It seems maybe a little easier just to dyno straight to it, which is interesting because that's not the intended. Sure.
I mean, it's a good hold, isn't it? I know it's no texture, that makes it less of a good hold, but it's it's latchable.
Yeah, for sure. I think the low palm actually kind of drags you off of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes with this.
It works that time. They will inevitably do exactly what we said they can't do straight away.
Maybe we need to start using that. Like, Serato's going to fall right now. See? It worked.
Oh! Or not.
Oops.
Pan down. Serato. Oh, there's some pressure on his shoulders right now.
Yeah. I think this is where we start to feel the, like, the window's narrowing.
Yes. It's
the pressure
the
really
world
kicks in.
Closing in on you a little bit. And a slab is the worst for that to happen.
For sure.
Because you have to keep all those emotions pushed down. Just calm yourself.
He's also coming in late in the running order, which creates a lot more pressure when, especially in a situation like this where he's sitting in the back, he's not on a 5-minute rest, he has a longer rest.
Yeah.
So you can really pay attention to like, oh, okay, I'm hearing this person top.
Scores are interesting, 59.8 and 59.5. Serato doesn't get this, it's going to be a Mejdi Tomoa battle, which is fascinating, but Serato might get it.
Oh, this is far.
Oh, this is different.
That's some serious palm trust.
Yeah, he got away with that a little bit. Can he match? I'm watching Pan a little bit, but all eyes really. Oh my goodness, he did it.
I think he's in the screw hole. That was crazy.
Oh, Serato walks to the front, and as he should, he bossed that last move, and that is going to really be interesting on the scores now. Left hand for Pan. We wait for that update.
Oh, that's so physical.
Wow. Well, we stick with you, Pan. I'm going to check the scores here just manually, just so I can get you guys knowing at home. So Mejdi slightly ahead, 59.8 versus Serato's 59.5, or same score as Tomoa's 59.5.
Oh my god. Okay, this is really interesting because it's also like there's a lot of variety of climbs going on, and they're still ending up pretty similar.
This was the top for him. This is so close. I mean, it's all down to who can do the last boulder or get to the zones in attempts, but Mejdi leading the way.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting going into the last climb.
Yeah, 3 in the 59s. So, Do-hyun Lee running on. So here is Do-hyun Lee at 23. He's already a hero of that Korean squad. But at the moment, he's in 4th place. So he would love to get up and could still do, depending on what happens.
Oh, campus through.
Oh, yeah, he reversed the campus. What is going on?
Just excess power. He needs to burn it off.
That was a one-arm campus into a reverse run-arm campus. Incredible.
He's just getting ready to spin.
Yeah. So he's done that. Okay, up with the left. He did manage to match. The setters deliberately tried to make that match difficult by blocking it underneath.
Yeah. Oh.
That was cool. That was very cool. Now open hand, goes back 2 fingers. Reverses again from Do-hyun Lee.
This looks really solid.
Is he going to go feet first? Oh, no, he just locks it off.
Oh my god, after campusing on the start, that's crazy.
Unbelievable spinning action from Lee. Oh, he deserved that, didn't he?
Oh, that is brutal. Now he has to go through all of that again.
He looks so strong on those pockets.
Yeah, and we were talking to the setters, and they were saying that that last move is not a gimme.
No.
It's like quite difficult still, which is so mean after that many moves.
Really, my fingers were aching watching those twisting moves.
It's also interesting to see like him switch from front 2 to back 2. Like,
I've just been sent a message which simply says that was ridiculous. Yes, it was ridiculous.
The general sentiment.
Indeed. Unbelievable. What a final this is. I am so sweaty in this commentary box. Hands, I mean, 2 minutes 12 on the clock for Lee. Can he recover after that? I mean, I'd run the clock down, surely, towards like a minute mark.
I think
here.
he will, for sure. It's interesting, though, because it's not that fast of a climb. Like, there's a lot of moves and a lot of time in between the moves.
Yeah.
So he's going to need probably at least a minute, if not a little bit more.
I've got to write a highlight script after this show, and I genuinely don't know what I'm going to talk about. There's so many moments, you know. It's like, where do you begin with this final?
Yeah, especially, like, even if you're just focusing on the climbs themselves, there's really unique moves on each boulder.
Yeah.
And, like, 5 solutions to each unique move.
Yeah. Yeah, route setting team, hats off to you. What a wonderful set of boulders this has been. The only one which maybe disappointing is M2, just because we didn't see a top. I mean, who cares? We need one that's impossible.
It's also cool to see like a power boulder, like a crimp line power boulder that's just that hard.
Which is unachievable. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Like especially with these guys, it's like it has to be so hard.
Yes. World's first 9A comp boulder. So, minute on the clock now for Do-hyun Lee. Can he do that magic again? Has he got any power left?
Yeah, you got to think about, like, were many tries in the second boulder getting pumped, and now they're trying to campus on pockets. It's really impressive.
Oh, it's smoother than before,
Yeah.
if anything.
Oh, he
Much
looks styled
smoother.
on this.
It was more dramatic because it was kind of snatched at before, but this is controlled power.
Oh,
Wow,
new
and a heel.
beta.
He might be in here.
Oh, that was really
Wow.
smart.
Oh, that was just, I mean, that first go was outrageous because of how wild it was. And the second go, to learn and dial it in that much is impressive.
That was really, really impressive. That, like, his process through that whole thing was really, really good.
And he knows it as well. Now, let's check the scores on the doors, because that's going to jump him up with that one. Yes, it does. He's obviously on the top spot now. 69.6 is the new goal to beat for the rest.
It's really coming down to this last boulder.
It is, isn't it? Here we go again. Let's see a replay of that. He learned from that previous wild attempts, dialed it in a little better. That spin was cleaner, the pockets were better. Front two, then he changed to pace. He did that twice, actually. Changed his mind. So imagine, look down at your hands, ladies and gentlemen. Look at your back two fingers and imagine just dangling off them like that. And then one arm it, just
They aren't that deep of pockets, too. Like, it's one pad, it looks like.
Yeah, it's one sort of finger joint, isn't it? And then look at the celebration. From control to exuberance up on the wall. Now, Tomoa is in the running here. He, 59.5. Remember him, Serato and Meiji, and now Do-hyun Lee in the mix for this. But especially the top three. God, can you imagine the dynamics in that Japanese team if Tomoa beats Serato? It would just be like, you know, all plans out the window on that one. 9 golds, 16 silvers, 4 bronzes in his bouldering career.
Just a little experience.
Yeah, he's done it all, hasn't he? And he's only 29. Years left in this man. He dinos up to the first slope, first no-tex. That's the scores at the bottom. Do-hyun leading the way after that incredible climb.
The speed when she climbs, like, he's a really fast tempoed climber. It could help him on this because he might get a little less fatigued.
Bumps that left hand. Here comes the flick, the spin. He doesn't.
Whoa. I think that's a hard way to do that.
Yeah. He was trying to also one arm spin in.
Yeah, like almost like preset the speed. It's always interesting to me when people use liquid chalk, because it kind of builds in, like, okay, a certain amount of rest time that you have to use.
Yeah. But that can work an advantage for some because it slows them down.
Yeah.
You know, it forces you to stop.
It gives you a little, like, mental reset, too.
I think you and me are very similar, which were just frantic people. We just, like, get to move on.
Just pure hyperactivity.
Yeah, exactly. It's terrible. ADHD is a wonderful curse. 2:25 on the clock now. And big moments here for Tomoa. He's sitting in 4th as it stands. Meiji in 2nd. That's the flappy.
Crazy that we end up with this attempts difference still, even like with that set of boulders.
Yeah, the top level of this game is very evenly matched.
It's really hard to separate people because they're just so similarly good.
Yeah. Okay, bump the left hand into the undercling now. Remember, it's all going to be about if you can send it and then how many attempts finds that left. This is where it was awkward before, and he doesn't like it again, and that's going to be burning his energy away here.
It's interesting, he's dragging that hold.
What do you mean by a drag?
So drag is when you use 3 fingers and you drop your pinky, and it makes it so you can put your weight on your tendons more than your hand muscles, which can make it more efficient, but it also takes some of your, like, mobility, I almost want to say, off.
And it's good to see this hole from a different angle. Now we know what he's spinning off.
Yeah, it's kind of oddly blocked.
It's got friction in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right, that little jib set, you can't fully dig your fingers in. These micro adjustment by the setters, you know, it's all part of their process, and they will really sort of finesse the boulders.
Yeah, we got to talk to the setter beforehand, and it's always so cool to hear the process of, like, well, we were trying to do this with this boulder, and then in the process of trying to make that, we found this really cool other thing that we went with.
Yeah, they have an idea, and then it sort of goes out the window sometimes, and you're like, wow, we discovered
very much art.
something. Yeah, no, it absolutely is art. I agree with you. And I think Tomoa might have burnt out. So that will lead him outside of the podium on 59.8. So all change after that Do-Hyun Lee massive move. Maybe Do-Hyun Lee has just won himself a gold medal. You just don't know, you know. Let's see. That was him smashing the chalk off his hands in a cloud of dust as he sort of reset himself on the boulder. The leap into the no texture hold was good. It was the spin that got him. So, Mejdi Xiao. Now, this is hugely important for this man. I know his dad is watching in the audience. He was battling for tickets, managed to secure a spot, and somewhere his dad will be bouncing up and down. As are we, to be honest, because this is a massive moment for the 21-year-old. 4 golds already, 5 silvers and 2 bronzes. And 3 minutes 55 between him and a potential gold medal. Hits the first move well. Very delicate on that undercling. But this is where the business end is. This launch with the left, and then, oh, he's low on it.
Oh, just really barely snagged that.
Got to reel the fingers back in. Oh, that's a hard way, hey?
Yeah, that was a really slow way to do it.
Because he's trying to rotate all the way and then catch a finger with open hand fingers.
Yeah, yeah, and
So
you really want that like pop to come out of your legs, not your arms, because that's like an explosive one pop, which I've seen posts of him doing that, so it's possible.
Yes, that hole would be so much better if it was rotated.
Yeah, I noticed that when we were going through it. I was like, wow, you guys flipped it too.
Yes. Yeah, it's much better on the other angle, but they've turned it, so it's the worst part of it. Mejdi wants the crowd behind it. He loves a bit of a reaction. He tends to get energy from these moments. He hasn't rested much, though.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice.
Let's see if he's learned something. Can he find that palm press?
A little bit easier into that. Wow, you can really see how small that crimp is.
That's better from him.
Oh, just barely getting in it. Oh, feet first.
Oh, he's got the right idea, but he's wasted a lot of energy on that first go.
I think he's probably going to try to run the clock down now.
I think he must do, surely. I mean, it's in second place, you know, yeah, it's all to play for right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so he will pause. We can breathe for a second. At home, if you're watching this, you are as nervous as we are because this is hugely intense here.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned the ticket thing because I think I heard rumor that they sold out within 10 minutes.
Something like that, yes.
Yeah.
And they put a separate session out for friends and family.
My mom was up till 4 in the morning the night before I climbed trying to get tickets.
Really?
Yeah. It was quite a challenge.
Yes, I bet. It turns out that the Chinese audience are absolutely mad for climbing.
Yeah.
And it was just gone.
The fans, last night I walked out with Annie Sanders.
Yes.
And it was maybe one of the craziest experiences I've had.
Did you get mobbed?
Mobbed, but then chased down the street.
No way.
Yeah, like really, really intense excitement from the fans.
So not in a sort of scary, psychotic way, in a sort of, well, slightly scary, psychotic. Yes, okay, fair. A little bit scary, psychotic.
I think they're just so excited, which I think is such a cool thing for climbing in general.
It is.
To have like fans that excited. Like, I went into ISO at 6 a.m. There's people waiting outside.
Yeah.
Like, just not asking for signatures, anything, just excited to see the climbers.
That's so cool.
Which is so, like, I don't know, that it makes me so happy to see people that excited.
You guys deserve it. I mean, yeah, I know it's intense. However, you know, pouring your lives into this sport, you want a bit of that, surely. You know?
I think it's really cool.
Yeah. Right, let's see what Mejdi can do. That's a bit better, that grab. He's got 48 seconds here to move from second to potential gold. Oh, no! And that might be it. He's obviously going to go again, but has that cost him?
This is a very tight window.
All right, so he goes again underneath.
Oh.
No, so Mejdi, I don't think is going to be able to do it. Will he stay in second, though? At the moment, Do-Hyun Lee is winning this competition. And everyone in the seats, the athlete seats, is turning right now to look at the scoreboard just to make sure.
The counting is now happening.
Yeah. And there's a lovely atmosphere down there, actually. I know you guys can't see it, but just to let you know, everyone is celebrating with Mejdi, everyone is chatting to Do-Hyun. It's a really kind of it looks like a fun sort of atmosphere down there. Well, Mejdi can't quite do it, but will it be a silver medal? We're going to find out if Serato and Raku can knock him off that top spot and potentially knock Do-Hyun Lee. It's all about this moment. What can Serato and Raku do as he runs over? He's young, but he's already dealt with so much pressure in his 19 years. 3:56 on the clock, 4 minutes total. Let's see what he can do here. I am so nervous about this one. So just to remind everyone of the scores before coming into this, Do-Hyun Lee leads the way, 69.6, then Mejdi, then Serato. So Serato is already guaranteed bronze.
Okay. So it's really top or nothing.
Yeah.
New beta.
There are the scores again to remind you. Up he goes. He looks more comfortable than Mejdi on that move.
Yeah, he got into that really smoothly.
He's hung around here for a while, though.
Oh,
what is that right hand on?
He's just locking it off. That's crazy.
It's on absolutely nothing. 59.5.
Time-wise, he's in a different, decent spot.
Yeah, true. That's that upside-down pocket we keep mentioning. You can see what we mean. If he turned it sort of anti-clockwise, it would be much, much better. But obviously, the setters have decided to torture our athletes. 2 minutes 40 on the clock.
This being the last boulder is also just like a whole new level of hard.
Yeah. Serato breathes. He's trying to just push those nerves down, you'd imagine.
Just him being the only person on the wall, too, and then having to wait with the clock it's a lot of pressure.
Yes, it is.
At this point in the evening last night, the athlete section was like all jumping out of their chairs, basically.
2 minutes 17 on the clock. I'm being told zone for silver, top for gold. Up he comes. Finds the left. High feet. Into the left.
Super smooth.
The zone is at the end of the pockets.
Oh, much better.
This is good.
Okay,
he's a move away.
Pretty solid.
Move away from silver. That should be silver. Looks at the crowd. Tries to adjust the pocket. Can he finish things off?
Oh.
He just might from here. Remember, it's not easy, though, at the top. Serato and Raku, one hand away from a gold medal. He matches for gold. What a moment for Serato as he hits the hold in celebration. Beating Do-Hyun Lee just at the very end. He is your champion. What a win! What a way to finish.
That was crazy. The way he held that last move was insane.
Oh, well, the crowd celebrate here. Look at that crowd reaction. The phones are out. They are loving it as well. And Serato is your champion here tonight. Gold medal for him.
I love that you can just see the pressure release. Like, he's been like poker face all night, and then immediately when it's done, it all comes out.
Yeah, exactly. He's so good at that. So top three will be Serato, Do-Hyun and Mejdi. And really coming into this comp, that's what I sort of had in my mind, that it might be those three.
Yeah, it seems to be a theme.
Yeah.
They're definitely like...
And look at that reaction. That's really lovely to see, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's the coolest bit about climbing is, like, a lot of these people are genuinely just friends, which I feel like it's not the easiest thing to do.
Not when you compete against each other and it's that tight.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like, this is our lives, and like, you put everything into this, and I think it's not always easy, and I feel like climbers do it really well. I
would agree with you, Keqiao. Thank you so much. Well, let's watch this again. He looks so much better that second time in. I love this moment. What was he looking at up there? Just
he seemed like thinking.
Yeah. Is it in? Is it in? It wasn't easy at the top either. You still had to focus. Up he comes with the left. And
he wasn't like even all the way in the back of the hole.
Yeah. Wow, well, what a way to finish this competition, and what a comp in Keqiao we've had. Now stick with us, everyone, because we will have podiums and flower ceremonies and the rest. But Keqiao, we'll say goodbye to you because there's a log into this comp, and I'm sure you want to go down and hang out with the teammates. So thank you for joining me once again. It was brilliant having you.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a blast. This was a really fun final to watch.
It was awesome. Go and watch the Climbing Club for Keqiao's room tour. It's worth seeing, and follow her on her Instagram if you haven't already. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See you soon.
刻，我已经开始期待5月8号、9号、10号本赛季的第一场难度世界杯了。各位，接下来我们前3名的选手将会来到岩壁的中央。
Well, what a competition that was here tonight. A fantastic way to finish things off for our athletes. And what a nail-biting finish, eh? Well, we have flower ceremony and podiums to come, so stick with us for that. And a reminder, the women's comp was yesterday, so you can go back and watch all of the highlights from that as our 3 stand in the middle to receive their flowers in front of our crowd. These 3 will be battling for quite a few more years, you get the feeling.
Celebrities of tonight, Republic of Korea, Lee Do-hoo.
And the gold medalist, Marco Scolaris, representing Japan.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's his 3rd gold medal in this year. 各位，今天晚上是他在这儿拿到的第3枚金牌，掌声尖叫！
Well, our MC announces the athletes to the crowd. Serato looks over the moon in the middle, as he should be. Mejdi a little disappointed, perhaps. It came close. It was close for all of them. But that performance from Do-hyun Lee, especially on that last climb, from wild to controlled, saved everything. Well, what a way to start the 2026 season, hey? World climbing is back with a bang, and a fantastic kick-off as we look ahead towards lead and speed in Wujiang next. And then we turn our attention to paraclimbing in Salt Lake City. My name is Matt Groom. It's been a pleasure calling the action. Podiums to come if you're sticking with us. And for those leaving, goodbye, and we'll see you soon. Well, interviews and podium to come as we find our winner and get all of the preparations set. In fact, here he is.
You win your 6th gold medal here in Keqiao, the 2nd consecutive in this location. Congratulations. How do you feel?
Thank you so much. I am very happy. That's unbelievable. Yeah. When on men's four last Boulder, yeah, I mean boundary. I was sorry when on Boulder 4. I feel it's so hard. Yeah, but I could send it. I'm so happy.
And this is the same top 3 as in the World Championship. It's you, Majdi, and Dohyun. Do you like to be in this type of rivalry with them?
Yeah, I love guys. I love guys. Yeah. Meiji and Ridoyu is my rival forever. Yeah.
And what about this Chinese crowd? Could you feel the energy during the final?
Yes. Spectator. Yeah, spectator was so powerful and largely. Yeah. I feel powerful when I'm built it by spectators. Yeah.
Thank you very much and congratulations once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, thank you to Serato. Great to hear from him. So, podium to come, everyone. Stick with us, if you will. And we will see you in a couple of minutes. And a reminder of the scores. Serato taking that victory, 84.4. Eventually quite a way ahead of Do-hyun Lee and Majdi Schalk. But, oh, was it close coming into that final boulder. Well, here we go. Awarding ceremony time as the music starts to play and the athletes will enter the stage to collect their trophies. 2026 finishing in spectacular style and a good way to give away the medals for the men. The women's, of course, last night. And honestly, what a brilliant competition that was, both the men and the women. Please go check all the action if you haven't seen it already.
The medals will be presented by
为获奖运动员颁发奖牌的是
President of the World Climbing Italy,
来自意大利的世界攀岩联合会主席
Marco Scolaris. Accompanied by
陪同颁奖的是
Director of the Mountaineering Administrative Center of the General Administration of Sports of China, Vice President and Secretary General of Chinese Mountaineering Association, People's Republic of China.
来自中国的国家体育总局登山运动管理中心主任、党委书记、中国登山协会副主席、秘书长丁东。
Bronze medalist
获得铜牌的是
France,
法国
Meshdi Jark.
So Mejdi Shalk with that bronze medal. It might have been a gold on another day, but it's another trophy for his collection. And what a competition Team France are having, hey? Beautiful flowers handed out by our hosts, and lovely to see Marco Scolaris, the IFSC president, who came in to chat with me earlier on. So if you want to learn more about the World Climbing rebrand and the season ahead,
Silver
go check that
medalist,
out.
获得银牌的是
Republic of Korea,
韩国
Lee Do-hyun.
And Do-hyun Lee, what a final boulder that man had. Incredible stuff at the end from him. The first to unlock the sequence after some wild moves and attempts. Good stuff. But the night began and belonged to Serato and Raku. Dominant in semi-finals with an almost perfect 99. He finished things off in style here in Keqiao's final boulder. Those pockets will be remembered for quite a while as the gold medal is hung around his neck. So national anthem time as we sit back and watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you can, please stand and face the big screen for the anthem of Japan.
女士们、先生们，请起立，面向大屏幕，奏日本国歌。
Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, the end of proceedings here in
有
Keqiao,
请颁
China.
奖嘉宾与获奖运动员合影留
And our
念。
first medals of the new season given out. We rest Boulder until Bern. Think ahead to Wujiang for speed and lead. The fastest athletes and the athletes with the most endurance will be competing head to head in just a couple of days. So if you're addicted to comp climbing, don't you worry. We will be back very soon with World Climbing for more of this incredible sport and to check out the best in the world on the walls. For now, Saratu Manraku, Dokhan Lee and Mejdi Shauk take the accolades for the men's competition. And a big thank you to everyone working behind the scenes here to make this competition work, for the TV crews, to the volunteers brushing on the mats. We thank you all. Nakaya Sanders joining me in the commentary box again. What a fantastic co-commentator she is. My name is Matt Groom. It's been wonderful calling all of the action for you today and over the last couple of days. World Climbing Club free to watch, and we will see you very soon for more world climbing action from the biggest stage in our sport. We will see you soon. Good night, everyone.
Awarding ceremony for men's boulder of the World Climbing Series Keqiao 2026.
2026年世界攀岩攀岩世界杯中国柯桥男子攀石项目颁奖仪式到此结束。
好的，各位，那么。